Welcome back for some more Magic Arena Standard Rank Best of 1. Deck concept today is hard and fast. A white-red speed deck. So the theme here is just hit your opponent fast. Not mono-red fast. This has other ways. It can go a little longer, but ideally you want to be able to put these creatures out with a constant pressure against your opponent. Let's break her down. I wanted first creature buffs that were only one casting cost instant. So again, things that if people let the creature through, you can really pump them up, or if you need to defend yourself, though it doesn't happen too often with this deck. You're not designed to defend, you're designed to offend. Blessed Defiance, one casting cost instant. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. When that creature dies this turn, create a 1/1 white spirit token with flying. So it gives you the +2/+0 and lifelink, gets you some life if you need it. Many times it's good to give you those extra points, and if the creature happens to die, then it comes back as a white 1 flying spirit token, which isn't so bad in case of board clears. And the other speed buff, again, if you're going to play red and you want a card, this is the card to use. Monstrous Rage. 1 red instant, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Create a monster roll token attached to it, and that token, it gives the creature +1/+1 and trample. Trample plus the offense makes this card just gross. It is so fast and it can turn little things into just ugliness. And then you toss on the trample so that even if they chump block anything you have, you're going to roll right over it, and most of the damage is still going to hit your opponent. Many games will end with these cards pumping your creatures up when the opponent's not expecting them. Wanted cheap, fast creatures also. So we have 4 Hopeful Initiates, 1 casting cost 1/2 with training. Whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, +1/+1 on this creature. Again, with your pumps, if you have to, you can pump up the creature attacking with him. He will then get the benefit of getting in more +1/+1s. These initiates can get big if left unchecked. They also have the benefit of removing 2 +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So when this thing gets beefed up a little bit, opponents become afraid of its ability to destroy artifacts and enchantments. So it makes a 1/1 that people want to kill. Recruitment Officer, 1 casting cost for a 2/1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. There is no creature here with a casting cost higher than 3. So if you're going to go looking for creatures, this is going to find one if they're within your top 4. If not, then you're cycling through 4 cards and getting to the things you want faster. Many times you're not going to use the ability. The games are going to be over before you even need to waste the 4 mana, but it's always nice to have that in your pocket in case you need it. Plus, it attacking with this allows the initiate to get bigger as well. Invasion of Kacon. So this is a battle, but the thing I like about this is twofold. First, when invasion enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. So a lot of the times you'll go for their creature removal cards, making them much harder. Plus it gives you the benefit early on, if you happen to get it early on, of seeing what your opponent's holding back. Let you plan very well. Let you draw out their cards so that you can play properly. And with the haste creatures you have in here, or the ability to pump your creatures, you can knock the 3 off of this fast, and then the light shield array can get bananas if they let it go unchecked. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn. That's great. All your creatures here just want to attack, so this is just going to keep pumping them at the end of every turn. And the benefit, and this has ended a few games, sacrifice light shield array. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Many times your creatures are going to get targeted. You have to judge whether or not that's a creature you can handle losing, and if not, yeah, you just sacrifice this enchantment. That creature can't be targeted. None of them can for that turn. Sometimes when you've taken the card out of their hand and made it expensive, they'll have to use all their mana then to use that creature removal to take out your creature, and then you just pop off the Light Shield Array. They can't do anything. They've wasted their turn, and that frees you up the next turn for a counter attack. Charming Scoundrel. Charming Scoundrel, Hopeful Initiate were probably my favorite turn 1, turn 2 combo. So Charming Scoundrel is 1 red, 1 other for a 1/1 haste. When it comes into the battlefield, choose 1. Discard a card, then draw a card. Somewhat useful, probably the ability I used the least. Create a treasure token. I use this quite often when I'm either mana hindered or I'm looking for a way to get my +1 mana out there so I can get my creature pumps going. Or, and the option I use the most, create a Wicked Roll token attached to target creature you control. And that token gives target, and you can put that on any creature, not just her. You can then give that creature +1/+1, and then when the aura is put into the battlefield, or in the graveyard from the battlefield, the opponent loses 1 life. So if you drop the Initiate on turn 1, and turn 2 she came out, put the +1/+1 on herself, that means you're now attacking for 4 on turn 2. That is a very fast and aggressive move, and it sets your turn 3s up for even more aggression, which puts your opponent on their back feet right away. Werefox Bodyguard. I liked the ability to flash. So 2 white, 1 other, and it allows you for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 other target non-fox creature until Werefox Bodyguard leaves the battlefield. For 1 white and 1 other, sacrifice Werefox Bodyguard, you gain 2 life. So many times you'll want to not even cast this on your turn. You'll want to do it in reply to their end of their turn, and you take a creature out of the battlefield, gives you a creature in return that you can then attack with, and it also has the perk that if you find it about to be sacrificed or used or whatever, you can just knock it off yourself. So in the case of, say, a board clear comes, you drop your 2 mana onto this, sacrifice it, their creature goes back to their side, and now they're board clearing everything on their side, including their own creature. A useful card that, again, is more aggressive. You want to be able to push it on them. Atali's Favor. 1 red, 2 other for a enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. When Atali's Favors enter the battlefield, discover 3. And discover exile cards on the top of the library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Everything in this deck is 3 or less. So Atali's Favor can pick anything out of your deck that you want. Many times I was even just picking off the creature buffs, making my creature bigger right away. So this would make it bigger because the enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and trample, and then you pump it up even more. You could also end up pulling any of these. That also, like, my favorite would be turn 1 Initiate, turn 2 Scoundrel, turn 3 Favor, then pulls out a Revler. That is a very aggressive first 3 turn play. If you're lucky, you could even pull one of these. Imodane's Recruiter. 1 red, 2 others. When Imodane's Recruiter enters the battlefield, creatures you control gets +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Again, if you have some creatures out there, dropping him makes them all bigger. It does have the secondary ability, Sorcery Adventure. Train troops for 4 others and 1 white. Create 2/2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. Didn't use this too often. To be honest, the deck rarely even gets to the point where you want to have that much mana soaked up with just 2 things, because they're not really doing anything for that turn unless your opponent choose what to do with them. So he is mostly just going to come out as something that gives all your creatures haste, gives them all +1/+0, and you just push right into them. And then probably the star, Godric Cloaked Revler. 2 red, 1 other for a haste, 3/3. Celebration. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, he is a dragon with base power and toughness 4/4 and flying with the ability 1 red, dragons you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So he's just pumping himself because they don't have any other dragons in the deck. But he's very easy to have his celebration activated. There's a lot of really cheap things here. I mean, you have him and drop 1 in Atali's Favor. It'll almost always give you the second permanent you need to just go. That's pretty much the base of the deck. The land count is Of course, the Seat of the Empire. You always want creature removal. If not, it's just a good land. 4 plains, 3 mountains. Sokinzan, Crucible of Defiance. I maybe wanted to use 2 of these. I went with 1. Its channel ability being 4. Discard it. Create 2 1/1 colorless spirit tokens. They gain haste until end of turn. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. I only have 1 legendary creature, so rarely was it a cheaper. But 4 casting costs for that. Now, you can cast it during your opponent's turn, which was nice. Especially if you're attacking, then and you had your Light Shield Array, it can then pump those attacking creatures up. But most times, it was just a little too expensive, so I just stuck with the 1. Battlefield Forge. As much as I don't like pain lands, this is the kind of deck you don't want to really be stuck with tap lands. You want to just keep that pedal down on the gas. Restless Biovac. Sorry, Bivouac. Well, you figure it out. Now, I didn't necessarily want too many of these. Again, they're tapped. You have to use that tapped ability before it even gets activated. But being that it's a cheap activation for 1 white, 1 other, 1 red, or 1 red, 1 white, and 1 other, it becomes a 2/2 red white ox creature until end of turn, and when it attacks, it puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Many times, even if the board's cleared, when it attacks on its own, it still becomes a 3/3 because it's going to give it to itself. Humming hot over it. I thought 2 was a good place to rest on. Sundown Pass. This one can be tricky if you don't have enough land early on, which means you don't want even to waste turn 1. You want to be able to pump a creature out and get going. But later on, it's a very useful card. No mana, no pain. Let's go. And then, of course, Cavern of Souls. There are 19 humans in this deck, 8 knights. The humans were very useful to have in that you can make it so that they can't be countered. I didn't really encounter any blue decks that made this useful, so I kind of put it down to 3 instead of 4. Because again, it can't be used to cast things that aren't creatures, so it's not as useful in that regard. But it's always nice to have that insurance in your back pocket. So that's the deck in a nutshell. I got 4 wins with this one before I made the video. They're fast. Sometimes your opponent hardly even gets set up, and you're already looking at your end game on how to finish them. So I enjoyed her. I'm saving up for the new set coming out, so I'm looking forward to maybe seeing what I can come up with this kind of deck in the next set. But for now, this one can rack up some decent wins. Enjoy, everyone. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit the like button if you like the deck, and hit that bell button so you can get notified when another video comes out. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Time for some more Magic Arena. Standard ranked best of 1. Up against Poseidon. 2 mana, lots of good start. Go first. Sounds like a go game to me. Start off with my recruitment officer. And they'll go with their front line. Do I have a turn 2? No. Heavy. And attack. And make him big. Put that pressure on him. There we go. That's a good turn 2. Now if I get some land, that would be much sweeter. Look at that. I ask, therefore I receive. Oh, didn't like the looks of that already. Nice aggressive start. Well, that's 1 for us. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and let's see you in the next match. Have a good one. Time for some more Magic Arena. Up against Mei Yui. We got a turn 1 and a turn 2. I wish that was untapped. But we're going to go for it anyway, so. Hopeful Initiate, first turn. And fingers crossed we will get a mana next turn that is untapped. Oh, erased. Well, there, we didn't even need that second land hope, or third land hope. Now we'll just go with this. Ooh, Adeline, you are a good card. Do we go with that? Drop the 2. Because if we'll yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Give her the old +1/+1 and send them over. Make them pay. I was hoping you would do that. We can get rid of that piece of nasty. Alright, what's next? May we? Probably got something crazy now that you have 4 mana. That's a good card. I concur. So we'll go with the scoundrel again. What do we have? Well, we'll even do that. I'm running. Ooh, that leaves a mark. What do you have for the next? You didn't want to block with that, so you're not. Oh, an angel deck, is it? Do you have a 2 casting cost angel waiting? No, I have an ossification, he says. You gotta take the initiate, otherwise I'm gonna erase it. Yeah. Vigilance. No, he wants the life. Not totally a bad call. Not totally. We'll get another initiate. And let's put out our invasion. See what they got in their hand. Paragon and Adeline both bad. Adeline's worse though, I think. What's my defense at? 3. Yeah, oh, the Paragon. Both make me sad. Well, we're going to go over there and have ourselves our invasion. You're welcome to block. Oh, just put that over there. Here comes the Adeline. You may attack with the 1. Vigilance is recommended. Not that I want to see it. I don't. But I do. I get to see it. And you get to be blocked. What now, brown cow? Not really what I want. So I can drop her. It'll make that a 2/2, then a 3/2, or 3/3. Seraph will still get it, but I think this is the pressure we need. She has to go there, and so does he. And then I guess you'll just go after that because you're just bigger. Gobbles. Yeah. Let him have it. Well, I don't mind the recruiter dying, that's for sure. Get me my more beefy creature, please. Thank you. Now what, Podna? I mean, you can definitely attack. Actually, you can start racking up the life now that I think about it. No, stop. Stop. Gotta be careful. He knows my counter strike's gonna be powerful. Well, I'm hoping he thinks my counter strike will be powerful. Yeah, go lifelink. Yeah. I'm at 26, so I'm not hurting. The mana makes me sad though. So attacking with her. That's 3 activation. I don't care about that, I guess. Don't care about that. Do I do that then to activate that? Because throwing another one on her is not going to make a difference. So I guess that's what I should do, I guess. Treasure token it. And attack with that. Does everything attack? I think everything attacks. And make him a 3/3? Or make him... No, he'll become bigger anyway. So big punches. Punches and bunches. Hello, Angel. And here's where things are starting to get a little out of control. But he also knows now I can use that initiate to take care of that Seraph. Let's go. He wants the initiate dead for sure. I think I just lost the game, sir. You did. Trample for the win. Just keep punches and bunches. There's another one down. Alright. Catch you guys on the next match. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Hello everyone. Welcome back for some more Magic Arena. Up against OHara in our standard rank best of 1. We got some good early game plays. Let's see if we can get ourselves up to more power. Aggression. The ambitious farmhand. Do we really? Yeah, I think we should go that way. I mean, I don't mind taking the farmhand out. But if we can get a turn 2 out there. Don't pay. Treasure token it, so next turn we can hit the ground faster. Well, you'll always sack that. End turn. Fini. What would you be having now, holding in your hand? Sure seems like a setup to me. What do you guys think? Unless he's just letting it happen and here comes his... No, not what I was thinking. I really have no idea what this guy's up to right now. I'm going to definitely take a second item to make things bigger. Yeah, I guess, right? Attack. Make this punch really count. That's a load all at once. Here comes Sunfall. Well, there we go, I guess. In for the sneak. Pook. And that puts them away fast. They had a slow start though, so I'll still take the win. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch us on the next one. Have a good one. It's time for more Magic Arena. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we're up against Julio. Not a great start in that I can't get something out right away unless I have to draw white mana, but I've got a lot of land, so it's a real catch-22. I don't want, but I do. I do and I do not. And down we go. I'm not going to play a tapped land until, well, there. That's not going to help much. What do I want to do? I want to see what he's got in his hand. Oh, look at all that ugliness. So what am I going to make way more expensive? The wedding announcement, I guess. Away it goes. Now, does he have something that's going to help me? Because whatever comes out next turn is just going to be erased, right? So whatever I put out there is going to be there to draw attention just for this one turn. And I want to get that out there so he has to use it. End turn. Here comes the Virtue of Persistence. Lock with Scorn. Unless he's worried of me actually making it untargetable, but I don't think that should be a concern. He has plenty of creature kill cards just sitting there. There we go. He's saving that? Sure. Bye! Now, can I have another mana, please? That's not it. I don't have a 2 casting cost play, which is the disappoint. So we'll go with this, and it will get me my +1 onto him, making him at least not an option for the Virtue of Persistence. What else you got? A wedding announcement. A good announcement. Now I'm going to get my white mana I've been waiting for. Yeah, look at that, I got it right. Let's pour on some more. And over we come, ladies and germs. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Wanted the mana for some reason. Or the creature. Now he's got there. Here comes the board clear. The sad, sad board clear. And the sacrifice too, so I can't save it anything but one, and it's the one that he chooses. Yep. We saw this. So what do I do for this turn? I can just straight out attack. I think that should give me the enough that I need. And over we go. Oh no, we're not going after her. We're going after his face. Bad choice. That is G. And that is 3. Getting them fast. Just the way the deck was made. So I guess I will see you on the next match. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, for the 30 seconds it took. Later. Time for some more Magic Arena. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Up against Oswald's We got a turn 1 play, turn 2, turn 3. I would like more creatures, but we still might be able to do something with this, so we shall, though, going second. Ugh, lots to go against, let's just say. What does my opponent play today? I think this one. Seems to be a lot of hands. Very handsy. Oh, hi Oswald. Thanks for playing. 1, 2. So, green so far. Get that tap land out of the way, he says. We'll find out what he has here in a minute. I'm going to drop my invasion. Come on, Oswald. Show us your competitive spirit. Lay down the pain. He has none. So I guess we'll go with this. Drop a human and see what you have. Oh, one of those. Well, I guess we'll go for the throat and worry about Glissa later. No doubt Glissa is coming out shortly. Probably would like to use duress on me, but they'll want defense. If they can't kill the creature, they'll want to get something out to go against it. In this case, I'm not necessarily all that caring about the defense just yet. I guess we'll play another one. Devastating. No, I guess we'll wait. Nothing to do. If he attacks with a sentinel, at least we'll try and kill it. Again, duress or Glissa. Right, Oswald? I hope he uses the duress. But then he'll probably throw the bodyguard. But that's alright. I don't really want to see the Glissa, but I'll definitely use the bodyguard on the Glissa. Oh, look at you. He chooses neither. And he finds a Dread Knight. I don't necessarily care. No, done. Not even going to attack. What an odd play. Glissa. Or Oswald, sorry. In turn, I'm going to put more stuff out. You and you. Engage. Now I don't mind Glissa so much because I can just make my critters invulnerable. Definitely doesn't like that Werefox. And that he has a 4 casting cost. Will he use it? He does. I'll give him back that creature. But it won't be that big. Not yet. Yeah, you have her. I think I can still handle your sentinel. Defense. Dun, dun, defense. Preacher of the Schism. Another good card. Well, that's not so bad either, right? Push. What do you want to do, Oswald? Pressure, pressure, pressure. I hope he doubles both of them onto the initiate to try and kill it, because then I can off one and get the other. Put all the pressure on Glissa then. Or his forecasting costs go for the throat. 1, 2. Thank you. You get away from me. And you are just going to straight up make me some life. And grow longer. He's going to have to put Glissa down now just for defensive purposes. There's no point in duressing me anymore. You had your chance. Thank you. That gives me game. Boom. Ooh, mental games. Alright, well, I guess that wasn't such a bad start after all, right? Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Welcome back for more arena. Standard rank best of 1. Ale owned you. Ale owned you. My worthy opponent of names for which I am problems pronouncing. Planes. Initiate. Activate. Go. Lore Keeper. Forge. Scoundrel. Activate my pain stick. Wicked roll. You. Go. Here comes a large creature, I would suspect. Ossification. Initiate. Go. Another you. It is tempting, but I don't think I'm going to put it out just... Well, actually, yeah, I am going to. Why not? Let's go. Let's push that button. Now something large. For mana, you have the whole world right there in front of you. There's another War Keeper. Must be going for a turn 5 punishment. Poor scoundrel. Take that piece of damage. And proudly and gladly. And now I'll attack these. He wants the mana bad though. That's some dangerous decision making. Owned you. But here has to come with like that 5/5 first strike. No. My Revler goes to another plane of resistance. He keeps his defense. He bushwhacks me. I've been bushwhacked. You've been killed. Yep. You are done. Well, let's go. And that is how fast the deck should move. Just put that gas pedal right down and push. That's going to be my video, folks. Gives you an idea how fast she goes. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and hit the notification bell. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.